I have been thinking about what to say for a long time about Donald Trump. I've actually made a couple of videos on Donald Trump and decided not to post any of them, not because I'm scared of sharing my opinions. I fucking hate the guy and everything that he stands for, but more that I just don't know how to articulate how I feel when it comes to him and when it comes to that. It's just a hard subject to broach, and I think I don't know how to articulate my feelings towards that man, and it's actually just, the past week has been so devastating. And when I found out about the whole women's rights thing, I was kind of like, that's absolutely disgusting, and I felt really, really sad. But when I found out about the Muslim ban, I literally just couldn't take it anymore, and I was just really absolutely devastated, and I can't actually believe that that's happened, and I can't actually believe we are literally going back. I genuinely felt like yesterday I went to the Trump march, I genuinely felt like at some point somebody was going to come out and be like, it is all a joke. I genuinely felt like that. I was like, this genuinely cannot be happening. It's just really horrible. But I thought today, instead of talking about all the reasons I hate Donald Trump, I would talk about all the reasons that I feel like it's important to march and protest. I know a lot of people, particularly people on the right, feel that the need to protest is ridiculous. I've had a lot of people say, we've had the vote now and we need to just like get on with it and just like grow some balls and just like get on with life. That is the absolute opposite way to how I feel. I feel like we can't just say, okay, well the public voted for Donald Trump, let's just leave him to it. There's no way I'm ever going to tolerate racism. There's no way I'm ever going to tolerate people being abused and treated like they are something else because of the colour of their skin, because of their religion, because of their sex, because of their sexual preference. There is no way me or anybody that I know would stand by and just let that happen. I don't respect any of his opinions, and I don't respect him as a person, and so I wanted to make that clear. I will keep protesting and keep marching until the day that Trump is out of office. It's not something that's just like, oh, well, it's just happened, so let's all protest about it. No, I think we should keep protesting until the day he's impeached or he's out of office, because he's a horrific, horrific human being. The main reason I protest is I'm just going to have a relaxed conversation with you guys and just kind of offload my mind. I also know that a lot of my viewers are American, and so might be feeling similarly, or might be feeling quite scared about what's happening with their future. You might be a Muslim person living in America right now where you're scared. I just want people to know they're not alone, and I think that's the main reason I protest. Last night when I was at a protest, there was a guy who stood up and said, everybody, like, I am a Muslim and I'm a refugee and I feel safe in Scotland. You guys, everybody here, you're the people that make me feel safe in my country. And that is the exact reason why I protest, because there was a few speakers who came on stage at the end who talked about how they were refugees and they were from various places around the world, and they'd come to Scotland and been absolutely petrified at first, not knowing the language, not knowing anybody here, not knowing any etiquette as well, not knowing how to get a job. Everything was just so new and so scary, and Scotland made them feel welcome, and that makes me so proud. It's important to go out and show your love for people. Maybe you've never met them, but it's really important to me to go out and show your love and to show people, I've not been in your position, I don't know how you feel, but I support you and I love you, and I want to make sure your rights are respected. It's also really important that, of course, I believe it's really important that you vote. I believe that ticking a box once every 5 years is not politics. Democracy is going out and exercising your right, and it's your political right to protest. You have the right to say anything. I believe we all need to get together, and also I realise that my channel is an anxiety channel and it's not easy for everybody to go into crowds full of thousands of people. One, there is absolutely never a need for you to go to marches. It doesn't mean that because you don't go to a march you don't care. There is absolutely no way those two connect. That's just not the case. I know what it's like to feel so non-inspired and just feel so shit because I want to go out and vote or I want to go to protests and stuff, but I can't because I've got a physical boundary of anxiety that doesn't let me do what I want to do. But I think sharing stuff on social media, that's just as powerful. There's so many different ways that you can help, and as long as you have this actual deep feeling in your heart of how you feel. I think that's what politics is to me. It's not about protesting and marches, but if you are in a position where you can protest and march, do it. Do it. It really does highlight issues. So last night we were all out protesting Trump, and the pictures today, you can see the actual scale. We were marching along the road and obviously all the traffic had to be stopped, and that's when people stop and look and people stop and realise what's happening. When you see the scale of people, and this is just one city, this is just Edinburgh, this is just one place in the world, but when you see the scale of people that have come on a Monday night in January to protest against something that they believe needs to be protested against, that's when it shows how many people are all in it together and how many people believe in the same thing and how we're all the same on this earth. We're all the exact same on this earth. It really does highlight the important issues, and it highlights what we want to get across. And if somebody that didn't know the protest was happening last night walked onto the street and was like, wow, there is like 10,000 people here and they're all got signs that says they hate Donald Trump, I don't know, it just does make a statement. Protests don't always bring about change. Sometimes you can protest till the cows come home and nothing will happen. That's okay, that's alright. As long as you're making your voice heard, that's the most important thing. But sometimes change can happen because of protests. So many changes have happened in politics because of people going out into the streets and shouting about what they believe in. You never know, you could be on a march that makes history. There's been so many marches that make history, and it's really, really amazing to be a part of history, and it's really, you are being a part of history. Every time you march, you can tell your kids, you can tell your grandkids, that horrible man Donald Trump was in charge of America. He did so many nasty things to so many amazing people, but I tried to stop it. Being a part of something, coming together with people that you don't know, coming together with like-minded, kind people that all want the same thing, that all just want human rights, basic human rights. Coming together and saying, we really need this to change, and seeing all the different signs and people being so loving towards each other, and it's just such a lovely environment, and it's just really amazing to be a part of something like that. The biggest reason why I march and why I think people should march is because simply it's doing something. It's not just sitting at home and being upset about what's happening in the world, which I know a lot of people do because it's just absolutely horrendous what's happening, but it's actually being like, I feel so shit about what's happening in this world. I'm going to go and be with other people that feel shit, but let's inspire each other and let's keep protesting. Let's keep, whenever someone's feeling uninspired, whenever somebody's feeling down about the political landscape of the world right now, you bring them up, and it's about bringing each other up and saying you're a Muslim, or you're gay, you're bisexual, you're transgender, you're a woman. I love you all equally, and it's just about making sure people know that. It's doing something. It might not be the best thing, it might not work, nothing might come of it, but at least it's trying, it's doing something when we've not really got much else that we can do. Anyway, I presume if you are not into politics, you didn't click on this video, but if you did click on this video and you're like, what the hell, then just be respectful in the comments if you want to chat about Trump or any other political thing. I didn't mean for this video to be a rant, but I absolutely despise Donald Trump, and I believe that marches are great, and that's why I made this video. Let's just keep coming together, trying to make change, being kind to each other all the time. You never know what other people are going through. Constantly being kind and constantly being loving. Thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!